Okay guys, welcome back to the final test of the PC client. The PC client will be released in about 4 days from now, and I'm actually quite excited for it, and I get the chance to play with the PC client a little bit early on. Now I'll show you the settings. They have improved a lot, and now all of the issues that I used to have on the previous test, they all seem gone. The game is, of course, as smooth as ever, and I have also adjusted the controls to be a bit more suitable for me. Last time I struggled a lot with the controls, but now I think it will be a bit better. So, what are the improvements? Well, I no longer have the low resolution problem, and now I have the 120 frame rate option. I really wish that they add the same 120 frame rate option on mobile devices. I mean, our current generation devices can easily handle the game on that frame rate. Well, let's see how the game plays. Let's see how everything works. I also like how the cursor, how the mouse has also been changed. I really like the touch that they made to the PC client. But overall, definitely a extremely optimized and a extremely smooth game. Now you'll be surprised to know that the PC version uses the exact same, I would say, well, it's obvious that they use the same graphics as the mobile version. I thought that they will improve them, but they did keep their words, and there is basically no difference between the graphics on the mobile version and on the PC version of the game. The only difference is in the frame rate. On mobile, I think 120 frames per second are not available, and we have like only 60 frames per second max, but I might be wrong. So the one thing that they have to add on the mobile version is that high refresh rate option, because the phones have become so fast they can easily handle the game on that frame rate, even on maximum settings. Now you can see the frames per second in the upper left corner. Again, it's very smooth and runs really well as expected from this game. I play with the mouse and keyboard, but you can also add controllers if you have a controller. I would actually say the controller might feel a bit more natural, although that's just my guess. I don't have a controller to test that out myself, but I always felt like a controller might be the way to go with this game. However, mouse and keyboard is also fantastic. I mean, I've been basically playing games with mouse and keyboard since like 2001 or about that time, a long time ago. So I'm pretty much used to the mouse and keyboard. Kind of funny that I can type words in the dark without even looking at the keys. I mean, most of my keys on the keyboard are like invisible, because that's how old the keyboard is. It still works. So that's kind of funny. Well then, so far so good. I really like how everything works. Again, I have adjusted the controls a little bit. I did change some buttons here and there. Mostly the evasion. I prefer to have the evasion on shift. That's just how I'm used to that. Or sprint actually. In other games that I play, shift is used for sprinting. I mean, it's been used for sprinting since like forever, since PC gaming was a thing actually. And I'm fairly sure I would probably be able to come up with a different keyboard bind, but that's just the bind that I like and the one that I use. I'm fairly sure you guys might have a different keyboard option, but again, I would suggest that you set up the keyboard the way that works for you the best. Now I was a little bit worried at first because of the orb combos, and one thing that kind of feels a little bit odd are the orb combos, because you have to basically nail the right number from 1 to 8, because you have 8 orb slots, and every orb, every button, every key, and every number basically has its own place. So you really have to be accurate with that. And then with a little bit of practice, I don't think that's going to be a big problem. Now, some characters might be a bit more difficult to play, some might be easier. Again, I think that really depends on player to player. For example, last time I struggled a little bit with Liv Imperia because of the way her ultimate works, but I think I got used to it pretty much. And I also test out some of the other characters just to see how they will work. But I feel like I'll definitely be playing some characters much better with mouse and keyboard, because you have characters that have a, let's say, a bit more of a delayed evasion with a 0.1 second or 0.2 second delay after you click. With the mouse and keyboard, that is definitely going to be much easier to work with. On the phone or not on a tablet screen, that also does work, but you have to basically get a feel for the character. Now, a little fun fact: you can plug in mouse and keyboard to your tablet, and the game will automatically detect the mouse and keyboard, and it will basically play like the PC version of the game. I tested that out, and it's legit. The game does automatically detect on the mobile phone or on a tablet when you connect a keyboard or mouse. The game automatically detects them, just as it's on PC. So it's a very interesting thing that they did, and I've been saying that for years now. The game did have native PC, native mouse and keyboard support on a phone or tablet for years, and they just expanded that on the PC, and now we have the PC version of the game. I really find that quite impressive what they have been doing with this game, and honestly, big milestone to have the game on PC. And well, that wasn't this bad, although I can probably play better. But again, it all takes, you know, some getting used to. Definitely a bit different to play on mouse and keyboard. I usually play on my phone, or actually I used to play on my tablet as well, but the tablet has a huge screen that I love. It's a 2560 times 1600 resolution. It's a huge resolution, so the game looks crisp and clear. But on the desktop, on a big monitor, the game also looks crystal clear. I mean, they did a fantastic job with the game. They were indeed ahead of their time for a couple years now, and makes me more excited for Wuthering Waves. That game should be, hopefully the next beta test will actually cover more regions. I was quite pissed that it was region locked, but it's fine. The next test will probably be a bit more open to everyone, and hopefully it is a open beta, so that we all can enjoy that game. I haven't really heard a lot about that game. I'm trying to keep Wuthering Waves. I try not to spoil the game too much for me. I want to really experience the game for myself when I get the chance to. The same thing happened with Grey Raven. I remember in 2018 when I started to play the game for the first time, I was blown away, and I think I'll be blown away with Wuthering Waves, but we will see. The recent story in this game, I'm not gonna spoil much. I mean, I'm already uploading the story, or I think it's already uploaded, so you can go and watch that. But the story was just amazing. Every new story that they make keeps getting better and better. Of course, I like some more than others, but the last one was downright absolutely amazing. And yeah, I have a lot of questions about that story, since it's not really clear what really happened at the end. I'll probably have to go and rewatch the whole thing, because I'm fairly sure I missed a lot of things there. And I missed the double evasion there. That was my keyboard missing on the button. It's fine. I was too busy talking about the story. I completely forgot about how her evasion or how her ultimate skill works. Kinda funny. Well, the Warzone definitely runs extremely smooth. Again, you will have no issues with the performance. The whole game is highly optimized, and there will be absolutely no lag whatsoever. It should run on any PC out there, and I find that pretty amazing. Let's do some Paint Cage. Of course, since I already have Star, I don't usually play Paint Cage competitively. I just aim to clear the stage and have some fun with a bunch of random teams I assemble. But if I play competitively, I'll definitely use different teams. But usually I just play for fun, and I just aim to get the premium currency. Now you might be wondering what I'm saving for. That's a good question, because I have no idea what I'm saving for. I'm just waiting for the first attractive looking character to pop up, and I'll probably just get that character, and you know, that's what I've been doing with this game for years now. I get the character I like, or the character has a very, very fun playstyle, and that's basically what I do. Been like that since day one, when I started to play the game for the first time in 2017-18. Been a long time ago. We honestly came a long way with this game. It was, and still is, one of the... I would say this is probably one of the best games on mobile platform right now. It's just amazing. Story-wise, they keep getting better and better. Gameplay top-notch. Nothing comes close to the gameplay of this game. So yeah, we will see what Wuthering Waves will bring. Some said that Wuthering Waves gameplay is a bit slower and less action-packed as gameplay in Great Haven. I'm not really sure what to think about that, because I try not to spoil things for myself, but that's what I've heard. And I don't really think that's the case, but I'll save the final comment on that when I actually get to play the game. So that's still up to be seen. No, definitely one thing that's yeah, the shift key might not work the way I want it to work. I might go and change it to the right shift. Let's see. Well, I have a lot of options. I have 125, 130 keys on the keyboard. Yeah, I'll definitely come up with something. Perhaps even space. Space might be the good option for evasion. I mean, again, I'll definitely play around with all sort of different combinations just to see what will work the best for me. But so far, I really like how the game runs, and overall, very happy with how things are going so far and looking so far. You know, I mean, the loading screen images are just, yeah, if you know the story, you know what I'm talking about. That story was just amazing. I'm still like thinking about it. You know, sometimes when you finish a new story chapter of this game, you just sit there and basically spend the whole day thinking about it. It's like when you finish a good movie or a good book, when you finish reading a good book, and you know, you just sit there and just think about it, trying to unravel the whole thing from start to finish, to make a picture in your head and to try to understand what happened from start to finish. That's how I feel about the story in this game. Not many games do that. Honestly, not many games do that, and I really give the developers credit on that aspect. They just knocked it out of the park with the story. And I know that there are some better stories up ahead in the future updates, so yeah, we are definitely in for a very nice ride. And I'm definitely more than excited to share that experience with you guys. Okay, let me kill Musashi. Oh, I can kill Musashi a couple more times. I run out of them. So okay, fair enough. So what can I play more? Wait, well, I can play the new stuff. I mean, yeah. I mean, they, if you know the story, you know what I'm talking about. This story just, yeah, amazing. But we have the material stage. I haven't played this. I have basically saved this for the very end. Well, for the very end. I usually do the material stage after I beat the main story, and I think I'll also be playing all of the new events that came along. I also heard that there is a free S rank selector coming up on, not really sure on what day. I think it's the 23rd. Actually, I don't know. I've heard 23rd. Some said 15th. I have no idea actually, but I've heard that there is a free S rank selector coming up. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know what they are celebrating. I think they're celebrating the release of the PC client. I'm not really sure, but yeah, a free S rank selector. I don't know which character I'll get. I'll probably get Bianca Verity, but I'm not 100% sure. That's one character that I'm kind of missing right now, but I still have, I guess, time to think about it. So yeah, very nice of them that they give us free stuff. I did not even expect that to happen, but that's what I heard, and in most cases that's what's going to happen. These developers are extremely generous, and sometimes I do feel bad, but they do surprise me. I mean, they do surprise everyone, to be honest. And I just found out that this character is extremely fun to play with mouse and keyboards. Once you get the hang of how the keyboard's commands work, yeah, I can definitely see myself playing this character a lot more often now. I mean, I do play her basically every day, but hopefully the FBI doesn't hear that, or I'll be in trouble. Or I'll be in trouble. FBI been busting over this door any minute now. Any second, to be honest. I already see the lights flashing in the background there. Wonderful. But yeah, definitely a different experience with the new characters. This is going to be fun, because I know that there are some upcoming characters that might be a bit more difficult to play with the mouse and keyboard. But we will see how that will work. So far, absolutely no issues with the mouse and keyboard in my case. Let's keep on rolling a bit more. Let me just use a bit more of stamina here, because I like to play both of the material stages, so that I get the premium currency reward. It's a very nice, generous 50 per stage, per level clear, or actually per different map. The maps in the new update were amazing. I really liked I mean, I don't like stealth. Let's just be real. I don't like stealth. I would rather burn to death than freeze to death. That's just a fact. But I do appreciate the beauty of the map and the beauty of snowy mountains. I think that looks beautiful and quite relaxing. I don't know why, but it just looks calming when you look at it, and usually it does make the sounds go up, because the snow does kind of dampen the sound. It makes everything more quiet. So I guess that also plays a big role in the whole experience. I mean, I live in a pretty remote mountainous area. I have like mountains around my house and a forest. Literally when I exit my house, there's a forest just looking at me, so perhaps that kind of influenced me, I don't know, but yeah, quite a... What was that move? Did you see that? She went backwards. What did I do on my keyboard? Oh, I know what I did. Okay, there we go. I mean, the movements, the fluidity and the animations of the characters is just amazing. I mean, they did a fantastic job. There's just no denying their Okay, nice. And I cleared this. Now let me see. What else do we have here? Her last bow. Yeah, that title just makes me feel sad for some reason. Okay, let me go to the trial stages just to see what we have here. Oh, we have two new coatings and okay, well, I'll just say that the developers knew exactly what they were doing when they have been designing this coating. I mean, tell me that you're looking her in the eyes, and you will be lying. We all know where you're looking at when you're playing this character. I mean, there is no shame in admitting. We all know where eyes go when you click on Bianca. It's as simple as that. I ain't trying to hide anything. You already know. Now the new coating, the animations are pretty good. I forgot which coating has my favorite animations. It's been a while, honestly. I usually don't have any coatings. The only effect one is on Live, I believe, and that one is pretty awesome. But yeah, it looks nice. Extremely flashy, and this character is extremely fun to play as well. I mean, one of the, I would say, most fun characters that have been released very early on in the game, and remains still one of the best characters as well. Okay, where is the exit stage? There it is. I wish I could hide the window, but I can't. It's just there permanently, unfortunately. Oh well. And yeah, where are you looking? Yep, right there. Definitely not in the green eyes. So, we all know. There's no need to deny that. Okay, and this, yeah, they know exactly what they were doing with that. Nice art, though. I'm not complaining. Very nice art. And we have the tiger coating. This one is also pretty interesting. I mean, I like the coatings in this game. They're just fantastic. I mean, Bianca looks like a totally different person with that coating, and that's interesting. The developers know exactly what they were doing. Now, I haven't played this character quite often, so I don't really know all the moves. So my apologies if I missed some buttons there, here and there. I usually don't use Kamui that often, except when I have to kill the defense of a target, but only for switch in, switch out, basically type of support. I don't play the character much. But I think that's a mistake, because the character is pretty awesome. Very fun to play. I mean, you know, the tanks in this game are also DPS characters. There's no secret. You can make your tank DPS. Every character can also be a DPS, which is something that I really like about the game, because you can create a lot of different teams. And the fun factor in this game is extremely high, as it always was, and that's why one of the reasons why I really respect the developer team. Look at that guy! What is he doing? You know, Kamui might be one of the most fun characters to be around. And that guy is just awesome. That guy is just awesome. So that was it for the first little part of the PC test, the final PC test, and honestly, so far, pretty damn amazed by the improvements. I thought that they couldn't improve the PC client much because it was already pretty good, but they have polished all the small issues, they have fixed all the bugs, and so far I have encountered no issues. Everything works smoothly, everything was perfect. And if you want more PC client test, or if you want me to play the game on the PC a lot more often, then feel free to like and subscribe. It does help out a lot. And with that being said, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.